most assuredly be a very interesting video. It seems that SEMA has come to me this year, and this is a pretty spectacular Gulf liveried 2006 Porsche Cayman built by Limitless Motorworks out of Miami, Florida. Now, those of you who are more astute might realize that the Gulf livery isn't just there for SEMA and to look cool. It's actually the only livery, as far as I know, worn by both Porsche and Ford race cars, and that is an indicator of what's happening in the back here, which is a 5-liter Aluminator Ford V8 making, according to the information chart, 424 wheel horsepower and 364 pound-feet at the wheels. This car was built for a customer as a Cayman track toy, and at their first event he blew the motor, so he decided maybe I'll put a 3.8 or a 4-liter, and when he saw how much those engines cost, he said, hang on a minute, how about we go for an Aluminator, which the engine costs 14 grand. This, make no mistake, is a $100,000 build, and that's because this, as far as I know, is the first time this has been done. So there's a lot of work that went into this thing. They had to move the whole firewall and make a completely new engine compartment, find a way to mate the engine and the Ford harness into some of the Porsche computers, and it's tricky stuff. They said if they were to do it again for another customer, it would be about 70 G's, including the car, which, as I will demonstrate, is quite a value proposition. So I'll read off the sheet. It's got KW Variant 3 coilovers with PASM delete, H&R rear sway bars, Nitto NT01 tires, 275 fronts, 305 rears, custom long tube headers, custom race exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers. The Kennedy Engineered Products is the kit to get that motor in here, and it works with the factory Cayman S 6-speed gearbox. The car weighs 3,050 pounds wet, and oh boy, this should be good. So let's have a drive. When this car first came to me, I thought it would be a bit of a novelty, interesting swap, but is there any way that it's actually going to be good? And what I was shocked to learn was, oh yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. That really work. High revving modular Aluminator engine. It's got so much torque all over the power band that you don't have to rev it up, but if you do, hang on. Next good thing, it was built by a shop that clearly knows how to get the right people setting up the car, because the chassis is super, super dialed in. Yes, it is low, but it rides really well. It's aligned properly. It's corner balanced, 47 front, 53 rear, which is impressive. And it's magnificent to drive. I'm not even kidding. It's easy, the clutch is easy, the shifter feels almost stock. Really direct. The lever feels a little moved from the stock location, but the Porsche shifter feel and the pedals and clutch feel are actually pretty close to stock. Over shifting, but I enjoy shifting so much. Who cares? Mention it's stupid fast. It's stupid fast. Now you'd think having this big modular V8 in the back would upset the balance. I mean, after all, flat engines is part of what makes a Porsche, but truth be told, I can't tell a huge amount of difference in that the center of gravity is higher. It still has great balance. I mean, it's got a much better chassis setup than what it came with from the factory. It steers right. It's got PFC rotors, pads, fluid. It stops really good. It'll wake the dead. They will hear you from miles away. It even has air conditioning, which I was blown away by. Now, the intake is now where the trunk was, so in order to keep the intake temperatures at a reasonable level, they had to permanently prop the hatch open. So it locks, but it doesn't close all the way, and it allows some cool air back in there. Their next move is going to be a vented Lexan rear window, so you can close the hatch all the way. So this car is designed for street and track driving, and the owner, I'm told, tracks it on the weekends and daily drives it as well. How crazy is that? And I've been daily driving it for the last 3 days, and it's shockingly well behaved in traffic. It's loud, but the clutch is easy, the shifter's easy, the AC works, radio works. It doesn't beat you up at all, really. Harnesses are kind of annoying, but yeah, such is life. They did have to move the firewall up, which means I'm sitting about 3 inches closer than I'd want to be sitting. Such is life, huh? It's so fast. But it's easy. What's amazing is they've really maintained that Porsche smoothness. It's super smooth and easy and fluid and angry. Very, very angry. But it drives incredible. Now, is there anything bad about the swap? Well, it's a little expensive. The new firewall isn't quite as insulative as the standard one, so get some heat through my back. They haven't quite figured out how to make the factory tack and speedo work, so I've got this temp gauge on the dash, which does get the job done, but they're working on that, and that will be done very soon. Fuel gauge works, digital speedo works, so they're getting there. I'm not sure what states this is legal in. Florida, I'm guessing. They don't really care much. Oh, Toyota Avalon. Well, but look, I'll just cruise slowly until I can convince. Yes, never mind. Scratch that thought. It has such a nice balance still. That part hasn't been ruined at all. And with such a huge power band and with a wide, fat, punchy mid-range, you know, you can drive it at 6,000 or 7,000 RPM if you want, but it's perfectly happy. And I mean, you could carry a ton of speed, never shifting over 4 or 5 grand. I like these NT01 tires. They're good and sticky. Look good, intake temp 104. The motor is perfectly happy back there. And the downshifts. Oh, and people look at you so funny. they look at you they're so confused. It's great. Oh man, this is like, oh, I forgot to mention electric power steering from a Gallardo GT3 race car, which I think is a very interesting solution. That's my video. I mean, you get the idea. This thing is crazy and it's really fun. Now, do I think that it's like a good idea if you shut up, if you have a, turns out my radio is on, who knew, if you have a perfectly functioning Cayman, probably not a good idea. But if you have blown your engine, or you have an engineless Cayman for some reason, this is really interesting. And is it better? I don't know. It's certainly different, and it's a riot. It's got just the right elements of feeling like a Porsche, and then just the right elements of feeling like a NASCAR, and it's truly a wonderful thing. So check out limitlessperformance.com, and I think that's the website. I'll put the real website there. And wow. Wow. It's different and it's wild. And does it make sense? No, but yes, so much sense. I love it. See you later.